Welcome everybody. My name is Ari, and this is day 7 of the MILO tournament. Today we have Holy Seraphs versus um, NWO, or New World Order as they are called. And here we're in the drafting phase as the Seraphs decide to ban that Mortis. A bit of a jungle focus. I don't know. Maybe they're not really trying to go up against that hero. We've seen how dangerous the Mortis can be. And to the side of New World Order, they do decide to ban that Diggy, a very useful hero, especially to counter these set tanks, as it's a very team fight oriented type of hero, and that time journey, if I'm not mistaken, is very useful. So they do decide to ban that out. And as a response, the Seraphs decide to ban that Tigreal. We've seen a lot of Tigreal players in this tournament and previous tournaments this year. They've been extremely effective with the implosion sets, so they decide to ban that out. I also think it's a bit of a counter ban-ish because of the Diggy, because you won't have that time journey, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about the name of the ultimate, but because you don't have that.
You should introduce Jake.
I thought he was doing the Palanic. I thought he was doing the Palanic. Sorry, everybody. I'm also accompanied by Jake. Don't you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. I don't think I need an introduction because y'all know me. Big Jake _300 in the house. I've been called on to do some handling.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I had to sort of make up for not being introduced by bringing in a bit of ego. But yeah, my name's Jake. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah, apologies to that, man. What do you think about these drafts so far as the Atlas is coming out from NWO?
I see they picked up Atlas, which is a good choice since they banned Diggy, so he's not going to be able to counter them. I heard about the Aurora revamp, but I haven't tried them out yet. I would like to see how effective she plays now.
Yeah, she's a menace, to say the least. She's extremely strong, especially in these team fights. She's a passive now, similar to like Nana. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But to the side of the Seraphs, they do decide to take that Beleric. Angel King choosing to go with the Yin in the jungle. But as a response to that Vexana, if I'm not mistaken, as a response to that, they do decide to take this Lo Yi. I think they're gearing up for a team fight oriented draft. What do you think?
Sorry, I'm just gonna interrupt one more time. Dude, we're not live.
What the hell?
Bruh. This guy. You see?
Oh yeah, everything's recorded. Sorry everyone that's hearing this 3 minutes in the future. Carry on.
So yeah, on the side of New World Order, they do decide to take this Leo. What do you think about the Leo? It hasn't really been a prio pick or a really good pick in the current meta. What do you think about this hero?
There's no point asking me about any sort of like meta or anything because I'm new to this game. I just started playing yesterday, but I do think it's quite powerful when it comes to jungle. A decent count. Oh, I guess he will go head to head with Yin. I'm not sure which one counters which.
I don't think any of them counters each other, but it'll be interesting to see how they
go head to head.
Yeah, man. It'll be interesting to see how they implement it. On the side of New World Order, as their last ban, they do decide to ban that Leslie, focusing on the gold lane. I don't know about this Leslie pick. She's really strong against like tankish types because of that true damage, but it doesn't really look as though New World Order were going for that type of build. So I am kind of curious in terms of that. But as we move on to the Seraphs, they did decide to ban that Gwen. I'm also kind of wondering why it wasn't like a prio ban, because it's a very strong hero in the current meta. But we do see a forget this here. Arlot. We do see an Arlot by the side of the Seraphs, accompanied by Hanabi. Again, to kind of echo that team fight oriented draft, as they're focusing more on grouping together. Both teams actually are, except the pack. I think both teams kind of like, both drafts kind of work in terms of like team fights and stuff like that. But so far, who do you have your money on, man? Who do you think is gonna win between these two teams?
I mean, I do find it a bit weird that they banned Leslie instead of picking her. I think she does well against a tank like Beleric in the sense that, you know, she doesn't have attack. She focuses more on crit than on attack speed. But Clint against Hanabi as well as Beleric is not actually a bad pick. And considering the rest of the lineup, I do have my money on New World Order. I believe that they would be able to do well against the draft off. I don't know what the name is, but yeah.
The Seraphs. Yes, that's
The
his pick.
Seraphs.
That's his pick. Let us know what you guys think. Which team you guys will think will take the first game. And this is me and Ari. I think I'm only in charge of the paneling. So for now, I'll hand you guys over to Seppi, or otherwise known as Rika, to do the casting. Shout outs, man.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, do you want to say something else?
I just said over. I just said over and out.
Okay, thank you. And don't forget about Doofenshmirtz here with me with the casting. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yes, I'm gonna cough. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. How are you doing, Doof? Are you excited to see this game? I mean, this is my old squad. Holy Seraph, I used to be in them. They were like my first squads coming back into the ML scene. So how do you think their chances are in this game?
Hey man, and hello everyone. So for Holy Seraph, I do believe they have a good chance to win. I know Mimic, I know Angel King, they're really good players. I'm not quite familiar with the other players, but I think those two enough are a force to be reckoned with. And as for NWO, I can't say I'm too much familiar with them, but hoping to see some action in this game, most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can also agree. I concur with you. I don't really know the rest of the three people that besides Angel King and Mimic. They must be new members. Oh, we're gonna see first blood in the top lane. Mimic getting the kill with the Arlot here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be going for like full damage. So we're gonna see a lot of action coming in from him there. As the bottom lane though, already the Phantom Steed is out from Calamity, going on to McDaddy. But I don't know if they can get the kill onto that big daddy tanky boy right there.
What do you think of this Beleric pick?
Yeah, I think Holy Seraph have shown to be really liking this pick a lot. They've played it in a bunch of other tournaments I've seen them play. I think they just really enjoy like the sort of the way that the hero engages. You know, it denies a lot of area, is what I would say that Beleric does. When he ults with the Wrath of Dryad, you know, it covers a big AoE and basically nothing's allowed to go in there. So I think that does a good job of protecting this Hanabi, protecting this Lu Yi. We're going to see the Yin going in with the ult that I have, and he's going to maybe win this. Oh, he's very close to it. He's maybe going to get the kill. He misses that attack. Angel King on the run now. I think he should be able to make it out of this, but the turtle will be forfeited and going to the side of NWO.
Oh,
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just watching the live and we can't hear you in the live. Is that normal?
You should be able to hear me. Let me put my mic up a bit.
Jake, the live is 3 minutes delayed.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching the previous one, like the previous part. I'm watching myself drafting.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, we should sort that out in the background while we talk about what's happening here. There's a bit of a gank in the bottom lane here coming in from Atlas, but the Hanabi has that shield to give it that spell immunity. I know it's not called that, but it's sort of that purify CC immunity. That's what I'm looking for. We're going to see the Wrath of Dryad coming out from McDaddy. Look at that damage with the Vengeance. Oh my god, Mugi just got blown up there. Aurora's not going to be able to do anything with that now. But oh, actually, the Yin ultimate gets cancelled here. Hector on the run as well. Maybe Calamity can follow up with the Phantom Steed, but maybe he can't. Angel King being a bit aggressive here. I don't think he can carry on this pursuit. But yeah, this Yin hero, I don't think I've ever really seen it in these games. I don't know if you have.
No, I do think that the Yin jungle is definitely a first thing in MLIO at least.
Oh, there we go. Yin's going to take out the Hector. I don't know if that's the easiest kill. Maybe he gets the kill. I'm looking at his HP bar on the side here. He's very close, but I don't think he's going to get the kill. Hector getting it with the Fatal Links. The outplay. Hector just barely living on no HP there. We'll get Yin killed in the end. That is a huge trade here. It's going to be the first kill for the NWO. And now they're looking to, like... I mean, they're quite far away in gold, though. Surprisingly. But yeah, Turtle's going to be spawning out soon as Holy Seraph are a bit dispersed right now. They need to sort of group up for this Turtle and maybe not relinquish the second one for themselves. We're going to see the relocate. I know it's also not called that, but that's what I'm going to call it, the Louis Ultimate. I'm just going to call it relocate because why not? But yeah, I mean, ooh, and a big kill for Mimic again.
Yeah.
Man, this all-out's really popping off.
I actually didn't get that on camera because I tell you what, just have a look at the jungler's emblem talents.
Oh, hell nah. Wilderness Blessing and Master Assassin. Wow, those are some talents. I mean, I guess they both sort of cancel each other out. I'm stuttering a little bit here. So I guess it's
I suppose. If
equal
both teams
ground.
do it, yeah, if both teams do it, I guess it's not so bad.
That was intentional by both of them. We're gonna see the Turtle falling down after half HP here. Can Calamity contest this? I think he can, maybe with the help of the Hector. He's a bit low on Hector, so he needs to get out of position to the Fatal Links. There it is, it lands onto 2. Phantom Seed comes out as well. Look at that damage coming in from Aurora. Locks them down really nicely there. The Turtle, I don't even know who it went to. It's gonna be a double kill for Mr. Slide. Turtle goes to Calamity actually. The relocate's actually gonna miss out. Vixen on the run here. Is she gonna make it out of here? She's frozen. Purify's not gonna help her out. It's gonna be a double kill for Calamity. And damn, they came straight back into this game, equaling it out completely. Both teams on the same amount of gold and same amount of kills here, except for obviously that XP advantage. But Mr. Slide, hello, just dies to the tower by himself. Bit of a misplay there. But yeah, I mean, looking at the teams, I mean, they're dead even. I guess it's to have the question of who's got the better late game between the two.
I would definitely say, well, I mean, we'll have a look at this engage here.
I mean, that was an interesting relocate coming here. There's Belrix flying across the whole map here. It's gonna be Arla getting the tower in the top lane, and it's gonna be a mega kill for Calamity. So damn, I mean, they're doing a really good job of starting to work together here. We're gonna see top lane. Here's the 1v1. It's gonna be Mimic coming out on top. Once again, Mimic is an absolute beast this game, going 4-1. Already. We're going to see Yin maybe going in with his ulti here. He's just maybe going to get the kill anyway. Untargetable as Aurora is, and now she's going to get taken out with that other form of Yin there. So great patience by Angel King. As we're also going to see a bit of a gank onto Calamity here. This would be a really big kill. He's got a kill streak on him. It's going to be a shutdown by Mimic. Damn. I mean... sorry, carry on, excuse me. Who do you think has the late game here?
I definitely think it's going to Holy Seraphs, if I'm being honest. At some point, Beleric is going to be so tanky that it's going to be quite hard to kill him. And then you also have the Laui in the backline, just taking out people who Beleric taunts.
We're going to see the Wrath of Dry coming out on Calamity here. Yen is in the other dimension trying to fight someone out. I think he's fighting the Paquito. Mr. Slide's going to get taken out by McDaddy on the other side. The Fatal Links does land onto 3. It's going to be a killing spree for Mimic though. And now, Holy Seraph comes out of that one, even though it was a pretty great Fatal Links. I mean, if you're losing a team fight with a big Fatal Links, I don't know how you're going to win more team fights.
Atlas did a really good job getting 3 people with the Fatal Links, but Aurora messed up her ultimate quite badly there, so it wasn't taken full advantage of. But yeah, like I was saying, you have the Laui for in the back line. You have the Beleric, a really tanky target. In the front line, you have the Yin for those pickoffs going onto the back line, taking like Clint or Aurora, for example. And Hanabi is just purely late game, you know, the amount of damage she can do is quite insane. So I'll definitely side with Holy Seraph this time around.
I mean, they're really proving their draft skills here. They've got double the kills right now. We're gonna see Atlas, maybe Hector is gonna look for something here, but he's gonna get chunked down by this Hanabi. And look at that damage coming in with the Belleric as well, just taunting him up, and he's gonna get taken out immediately. I mean, damn, this is looking really rough. We're gonna see another relocate. I don't know what the cooldown is on Yului's ultimate, but damn, they've been moving across the map left and right with that spell. Really, really utilizing it beautifully. We're going to see a bit of an aggressive move in the top lane here. I think they're Mimic sort of baiting Mr. Slide here to come in, but I don't think he's going to fall for it. Hanabi's alone here, though. I don't know if she should be here. She's going to get caught. Has the Aegis shield for the CC immunity. Maybe she will make it out, actually. Oh, there's the relocate by Vixen. The team is here. Mega kill for this Yin. Oh my god, there's just so much carnage happening. That was a beautiful ult by the Lu Yi, bringing in the whole team and saving the Hanabi. I mean, the Holy Seraph are just playing so beautifully as a team right now. It's kind of hard for NWO to sort of contest the Stingy.
Yeah, I mean, even then, the builds are kind of wacky, in my opinion. I mean, you have the Paquito that's going semi-tank instead of trying to go for a full damage burst type of thing and try and pick off targets like Hanabi, like Laui. He could even, I mean, since Owlot is going full damage, he could even burst Owlot down. And then you also have anti-heal first item on the Leo mode, which is probably not the best thing to go as the first item. And then you have Demon Hunter Sword on Clint.
Oh, what the... Actually, that is a big what moment. And talking about Clint, he's gonna get taken down by the duo in bot lane. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about this Demon Hunter Sword, man. I think it's best used when you have a hero that can attack multiple times, and Clint's not really one of those heroes. We're gonna see Belleric getting gone on here. He's gonna take a lot of tower shots, but he's really tanky. They're not gonna be able to do anything to him. We're gonna see the Yin ulting in the Atlas. Hector's gonna get taken down here, I believe. Yes, he will. Unstoppable for Angel King. Lord's gonna march down mid lane here. NWO, they're looking to defend this. The tower does spread out that shockwave to clear down the minions. But I feel like they can push a little bit more. The Phantom Seed comes out, but he's gonna get caught by this Lu Yi. The tower falls as well. He's gonna get taken down completely there. Fighter Slash is gonna miss out a little bit. Aurora's trying to disengage with the ulti there. They're gonna get Angel King though. Shut down for him. But, I mean, the damage was dealt already. Angel King doesn't really mind dying there because his team is in such a good position to keep pushing. As they might be approaching the bottom lane. No, maybe they'll back off. Lord spawning in about 3 minutes. I mean, no, 1.5 minutes, though. So they've got a lot of time to sort of cut off the map. Let's see if Holy Seraph effectively utilize their advantage here by not overextending too much.
Look at the damage on the Atlas from the Hanabi, though.
Oh man, he's just getting shredded, man.
I definitely think if what's going on here? Nothing. Okay, I definitely think if Arlott used his final slash, that they could have picked off that Atlas.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he doesn't have the flicker though. He's running Petrify, so he's a bit more pick-off focused rather than team, I believe. So maybe he was feeling a bit wary of maybe finishing him off there. As Lord spawning about in under a minute. Yeah, looks like Holy Seraph are doing a decent job at you know, cutting off the map access and everything. I would like to see them freeze the lanes a bit more, but I mean you don't always need to do that.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about NWO getting any farm at this point. But they should be, just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, for sure. Still need to respect the NWO. I mean, a 5-man Fatal Links could really just change the fight completely. Especially with the Aurora. I mean, if you get a good Fatal Links, like Aurora is going to be able to do that follow-up stun with that big amount of damage. So
yeah, but I think 5-man Fatal Links is a bit out of the question. I mean, Laui has a Purify. Hanabi has a passive to work with. So at best, 3-man. And then you're still going to be pulling in the Belleric into your team, which is probably not the best idea, eh?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I'm gonna see Lord spawning out here. Hector's a bit out of position here. He needs to be very careful with how he approaches this fight. he's gonna need to back off here as this Yin has a bit of spell lifesteal from his passive as well as the War Axe, so he should be nice and healthy while taking that objective, as they will secure the 13-minute Lord and it will run down the mid lane. Let's see if they can equalize the lanes here, push them in at exactly the same time in order to close out this game for themselves. And on the other hand, let's see if NWO are going to be able to get those big sets. You know, maybe bait out the Purify from Lu Yi first and stuff like that. Could be pretty big.
I was hoping the Paquito would actually be camping in some bushes, but he's just staying in base. Let me just have a look at his build here. Oh, he's actually, yeah, he's going like semi-tank.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I agree with your sentiment of either go commit to full damage or commit to full tank. I mean, going half-half is kind of just like not going to work too much here. We're going to see Lord pushing it down mid lane here. Seraph's not doing a great job with the lane management, unfortunately. So they might fall short in a bit in that department, but mega kill from Mimic onto Mr. Slide. Paquito just gets deleted out the fight. It's going to be a final slash onto Hector as well. Aurora popping the ulti. They're actually going to catch this all out of position. Angel King in with that empowered form. They're going to get the Calamity as well. And it's just Aurora left to defend by herself here. Looking like we're going to get a Maniac Aurora here. Triple kill, Maniac. I'm just kidding. It's going to be game 1 to Holy Seraph as they win in this best of 3. 1-0.
Definitely, it was a bit of a tough game, eh? I think in this game itemization was really the killer here. I mean, we have the Demon Hunter Sword on the Clint taking away items that would have benefited his passive more, as well as Sea Halberd being built on the Leo mod first item.
Yeah, I agree. Like the Sea Halberd, it feels like more of a late game item, really. You know, because that's when all the enemies have like high HP building items and stuff. And early game, not everyone's gonna build that additional HP, so that you don't get that secondary effect of the Sea Halberd, as well as you're missing out on all that like valuable early game penetration that Hunter Strike gives you. Going for its second item, you're not having that earlier. It's really gonna hurt your damage.
Yeah, for sure. And then if we have a look at Atlas, right? Like I mean, I am a roam main, so in my experience, like if you look at the side of Holy Seraphs, they only have one mage damage dealer, one magic damage dealer. And for Atlas to take Athena Shield second item after Dominance Ice doesn't really provide you much in terms of physical defense in the first place. The only good thing about Dominance Ice really is the passives on it, so it's the anti-heal as well as the attack speed reduction. So against a team like this, you probably want to go for something like Antique or Blade Armor, even Brute Force breastplate, and then because you have to budget your gold, you don't get much of it. But yeah, anyways, let's hop into game 2.
Yeah, I don't know who's making the lobby.
I guess I will.
Okay. You have B
But
started?
yeah, let's no, you can invite him. But yeah, let's hand it over to Ari.
Yes, that was a crazy game. Congratulations to the side for securing that match point. To echo, wait, let me introduce Jack this time. How are you doing, man? Is he still here? Okay, he's not here. But yeah, as I was saying, it was a very crazy game, and to echo your sentiments on the builds, they were very crazy builds. We haven't really, or especially me, like considering I'm a Clint main, and seeing a Clint go Demon Hunter, it's not really something we used to see. It's a bit weird. But not only the itemization, I think they kind of lost the draft as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the New World Order responds. Will they get a new player into the starting lineup, or will they continue with the same lineup? it'll be interesting to see what they do and how they respond, and if they are trying to come back from this, but they still have a chance, as this is a best of 3. But yeah, it's exciting times, exciting times. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Just show support, guys, because these teams are giving their best, and they would really like your support at the moment. Even at this time, maybe just shout out your match predictions or your series predictions below. Just tell us who you guys think will win. Who you guys do you guys think NWO will come up with a reverse sweep, or do you think the Seraphs will just end the series here? But for now, we are still doing a bit of admin, just trying to sort out the teams and making sure that everybody's MS is in order, so nobody's lagging.
Just a quick thing as well. You mentioning about subscribing, we hit 400 subscribers, guys. So congrats to us as well. I think we were on like 390 something last time I checked, and now we're at 411. So well done, everyone. This really means a lot. We're gonna build this community and make it really great. So thank you to everyone.
Yeah, man, congratulations to us all, as Equilibrium Esports has sponsored, or rather streamed, a lot of the tournament. So thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I'm kind of hoping that you're doing it because of me. You like hearing my voice. But nevertheless, thank you to the crew of Equilibrium Esports, the team that has allowed us to, stream the games, or rather see the games in the manner that we have. So congratulations to you guys, and continue to support, continue to share. Yeah, man, just thank you guys for the support. But for now, we are going into the second game of the New World Order versus the Seraphs, and it does seem as though they've made a sub, as it seems as though they're going for a sub with Silva, or Trisand. Let me just call him Trisand, coming in. I'm not necessarily sure who the player is replacing. Sebi, do you know who this person is replacing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but again, we welcome new players. It'll be interesting to see how this player performs, and if you guys think he'll be able to turn the fortunes around. But now we are slowly edging towards the draft phase, as New World Order will have the first pick. Also, as a side game, I'd like to see if you guys can predict the type of heroes both teams will go with. Let's just play a bit of a guess game. See, guess which heroes New World Order would go with. Will they keep the same drafts, just change it a bit? Will they, shake it up a bit? Will they bring on the Yuzong? Will they be able to get the Diggies?
I'll join. I'll actually join you in the panel in a bit. Just give me a sec. I'll actually join you. So keep up.
Right.
I'll join you in a sec. I just need to do something.
Okay. As you've heard, he will join us in a second. We're just sorting out the admins for the second game as we're heading into the. I don't know. I'm kind of repeating myself here, but we're heading into the second game of this best of 3. On the side of the Seraphs, we have Mimic, Vixen, almost said Vixana. We have Vixen, MC, Angel King, and Fallen Sensei. And to the side of New World Order, we have Hector, Calamity, Mr. Slide, and the new player in town, Trisand. I don't know if that's right. And the last player, I'm assuming his name is Diablo. The musical instruments are kind of throwing me off for a loop, but yeah, let's get ready. I think only one player is left. Only one player is left until the drafting phase. But to continue the game, as we were playing our guessing game to the side of New World Order, comment in the comment section who you guys think Angel King and Mimic, and the side of the Seraphs, who do you think they'll go? Will they go with the same draft that has worked for them, or will they switch it up a bit? I think the Yin as well. The Yin was a very interesting pick. We haven't really seen a lot of that hero in tournaments. I don't know if they chose it because it's like it's been buffed recently, so it does have its merits here and there. But to see it picked in a tournament, it's very risky considering that the ult can be disrupted at any time with any CC. So it is kind of a risky pick, but it did pay off. Congratulations to them. But also the Hanabi. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the Hanabi hasn't really done well in a lot of tournaments. As Doofus mentioned previously, it's a bit of a late game hero. And as most of these tournament games kind of end within the 13 to 15 minute mark, so she doesn't really get that opportunity to shine as she would otherwise. But they did manage to play it well. She got fed. Also because the Atlas couldn't use the fatal list, so it was a very good pick in the end, and it proved rather useful for them.
Dude, there's a spectator we need to get rid of, I think. The cat in the top.
Yes, we have a guest, Mr. Cat. But now we are heading into the draft phase as New World Order will get the first ban. I think it goes on to Calamity. It'll be interesting if they focus the jungle. Seppi, are you back?
Yes, okay. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm here.
Seppi on the panel. What do you think these two teams will go for?
Well, I feel like Holy Seraphs, they can go for a similar draft. They really drafted well there. Not too sure about this Yin hero. I mean, he did manage to do a decent amount of work picking off Aurora and even the Atlas at a few occasions. But yeah, I mean, they worked really well around the Belleric as well. It covered that area is what I was talking about just now, you know, and it zoned out anyone from getting anywhere near this Hanabi. And most importantly, the Luyi with the diversion. That's the real name of the ultimate. Thanks to the
diversion.
Thanks to
But
Brighton.
you didn't know. Oh.
No, I kept calling it relocate because I couldn't remember the name.
But it does serve the purpose, man. But for now, New World Order do decide to go with this Guinevere. It was banned in the previous game, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think about this Guinevere?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really strong, I think, unless they pick up a Diggy or something. I mean, even if they do pick up Diggy, it's decent enough to, like, again, the Gwen versus Diggy matchup isn't too bad. But they're going to go with the Belleric. Miss McDaddy is going to commit to that hero, and with the Luyi as well. So they're all committing to the same strategy. It's exactly what I was talking about. I like it. Although, this time, Calamity is going to pick up the R-Lot. So, yeah, Mr. Slide is going to be going jungle. So not only a sub switch, but it's going to be a role switch as well. So interesting strategy. I feel like the R-Lot steal is also really good, taking it away from Mimic. So making him play the Yu Zhong though. So we're going to see that matchup coming into the second game.
I'm not going to lie. I'm more scared of the Yu Zhong than I am of the R-Lot. But again, you know, how these players play these heroes kind of counts more. So it'll be interesting to see how Calamity goes on this hero. Maybe they'll even do a switch. You can't be sure of that. But for now, the side of the Seraphs do decide to ban out the Tig. I was kind of curious. What do you think about the Diggy to the side of New World Order? What do you think about the Diggy?
Yeah, I think it's...
You know, they could go for the Diggy.
Yeah, I think it's really good versus the Yu Zhong as well as the Belleric. It's going to protect them from the setting potential that they have. Although what we've seen how they play around this Belleric, Holy Seraphs play around the Belleric, is that they use it more as a zoning tool rather than a setting tool. You know, we have that vengeance, so that means there's no access to flicker and stuff. So they're going to have to... I don't think the Diggy is going to be a great option versus that. However, it is still obviously a great option versus the Yu Zhong. However, that is a Leslie, so... I mean, maybe late game we're gonna see some. If it gets to a late game situation, if they still pick the Diggy, you know, maybe he gets picked off with that huge amount of burst damage first. So I'm not sure how I feel about the Diggy in general this game, as they are gonna go for the Minotaur, which I quite like the pick.
Sorry?
Yeah, I quite like that pick. It's pretty solid. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Minotaur. Well, yeah, unless there's a Diggy, but there's no Diggy in this game, so I think it's solid.
Yeah, and the Minotaur sometimes is considered as a sub option for Diggy, you know, because it can be kind of like a counter engage, or even, you know, that ultimate, the Minoran Fury, is extremely useful, especially into this composition. But But I don't know about the Jawhead. What do you think about the Jawhead?
Well, I know that Angel King plays a lot of Jawhead. That is his main hero. So we're going to see some expert action coming in from him with the Jawhead. So talking about the hero itself, it's a very snowball hero. It can be very strong if you want to achieve one or two things. Obviously, I think in this game, he's going to be trying to achieve making space for Leslie, going to go in, get as many kills as possible. But he does fall off quite a lot into the late game. With his damage, it sort of doesn't scale very well. So by that point, the Leslie should be online, and they should be able to take the game. So I think the pick is good. So, and what do you think about the draft in general, Ari?
As you've mentioned on the Jawhead, I think it's a bit of a yin-yang thing because when one falls off, the other one just comes in clutch. But I do like the low E, man. I know she's not really a meta pick as some people may describe it, but she's really, really strong, especially with how most teams like to play. They really like to clamp up together, move together. So her ultimate could be used as like a rotation tactic, and her first two skills are really strong within team fights. But yeah, we're going into the second game of this best of three, and I think this is where I cut off, right? Yeah.
No, I think
So yeah, so let me welcome Doof in as I head out. Peace, and I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Shout out.
Okay, yeah, Doof, what are you thinking about this Jawhead pick? What is your opinion of this hero? No worries.
Okay, so hopping into game 2, is this a Jawhead jungle, yeah?
Yes.
So I don't know if you've experienced Jawhead recently, but he does insane damage.
Yeah, talking about insane damage. That's a bit of a kill I'm never gonna expect in my life. Fallen Sensei is gonna get the kill into the X here. I mean, that's real surprising.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Leslie's been doing well today. I don't really understand it. Did she get buffed? I don't know, but last time I heard she was ass. So
yeah, yeah, true. But yeah, I mean, the Jawhead, yeah, does insane amounts of damage. Wonder if he'll go for the War Axe. We'll have to see. We're gonna see the toss onto this guy. Calamity gonna get gone on by both of these members of Holy Seraph, so he's not going to make it out. So yeah, that Jawhead getting that nice level 4 timing, got that ulti that I don't know the name of, and getting a nice gank for themselves. He's looking to throw in Hector here. He's going to give it a go, but he doesn't throw him in the right direction. But Turtle will spawn out here, and I feel like Holy Seraph have a really good angle to take this one.
yeah, for sure. Alright, now that I got the overlay up, time to concentrate. So yeah, Jawhead, right? So Jawhead's ultimate did get a buff, so if I'm not mistaken, his stun duration or like something about the stun is a little bit better, and you're allowed to combo a bit better with the second skill and the ultimate. So I'm not sure if it'll make a massive difference, but it's definitely something. I mean, he's already a strong damage dealer as it is, and I think he's similar to Martis as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can agree exactly with that. I feel like, yeah, he plays a lot like Martis does. Possibly not as strong as Martis just in terms of meta, but I feel like he does a similar sort of role. Looking at Vixen, she's out of mana here, so I don't know if she can carry on fighting here. She's going to have to recall it back.
Yeah, but at least, yeah, she made the Ixia back off, so it's a bit of a stalemate in the gold lane. But yeah, this Jawhead, the reason why I say it's a bit like Martis is that he's really, really good in, the first half of the game, and then he falls off a bit during the late game, exactly like Martis,
Yeah. I feel like Martis just has just generally better tools, but we're going to look at the damage here. Look at that damage coming in from Leslie in the Jawhead, completely blowing up Hector. That's a tank, by the way. Just getting shredded by these two heroes.
Yeah, I think the only thing that Martis has over Jawhead is like his immunity to CC, to be honest with you.
And the damage reduction as well. That's really helpful for being, staying alive for Lord. We're going to see Jawhead being aggressive as always, going in here. Maybe going to throw in the Minotaur, throwing him back here. The Minimum Fury, it's going to land on them too, though. The full barrage is out as well. I mean, they need to back off a little bit here, but maybe they can re-engage. We're going to see, Mr. Sly goes in, just barely making it out. No, the flicker coming in from Leslie finishes him off. We're going to see Ixia doing as much damage as he can from the back lines, but it's going to be Minotaur to fall down as well. It's going to be a double kill for this Leslie, and it's a really successful gank by Holy Seraph here, applying pressure in this gold lane.
Yeah, that was a good display of peeling damage. Like, all 4 members of Holy Seraphs was peeling damage, so nobody was actually taken out.
Yeah, exactly that. Very beautiful teamwork coming in from them here, as Angel King's going to be able to get a nice and easy turtle for himself. I do not believe that Guinevere could contest this, but maybe she should give it a go. I don't believe she will. Hector around in the area just needs to run off, I think. But yeah, I think just the other difference I wanted to highlight between Jawhead and Martis is that I feel like Jawhead is a lot better at killing people, I guess, you could argue, than Martis can. With Martis, it sort of just depends whether you can land that first decimate in order to chain it into others. But with Jawhead, you sort of almost guaranteed in the early game to get a kill with that combo.
Yeah, that is pretty much. Like, his damage is so insane. You combo it well, and that's a guaranteed kill.
Might see some other teams picking up the Jawhead, maybe with the buff, or maybe probably not. But anyway, this is Angel King's main hero. Anyway, Wrath and Dryad committed onto Guinevere there. Not sure entirely what he was trying to achieve there. Maybe wanting to go in a bit here. Nah. Hector in a decent position. Ooh, gets scouted out though. But yeah, look at this. There we go. We're going to see that Jawhead once again. Throws Hector up into the air. No chance to come back down even. And gets taken out. Oh,
Yeah,
there's the diversion. The diversion play, it comes in. They're going to gank down this all out here. The final slash is out, but I don't think he's going to be able to live through this one. He's going to get tossed up by Jawhead. It's going to be another kill for him. Damn, they're really working to their strengths right now with on Holy Seraphs.
Yeah, and we have the Jawhead that's taken in the Hunter Strike, which that he'll be doing insane amounts of damage even on the tank, as we've just displayed.
I've got some bad news for you though.
What's that?
Jawhead did go for the Festival of Blood.
Oh? That's crazy.
But yeah,
I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I would think that he would go for Weapons Master instead, just for more damage, but
We're going to see Angel King giving a bit of recoil action here. He wants to go in, maybe give a toss or something, but nope, he's going to back off. We're going to see All Out defending his lane. They're being really aggressive on Holy Seraph right now. I think they should just back off and go for Turtle. I don't think this aggression really means anything, as they will finally go back and reset.
I did play Jawhead like yesterday, and maybe I'm imagining things, but he does he does combo well, especially when you flicker in and throw someone and then I'll use your ult.
Oh, we're gonna see a solo kill top. Damn, not even an assist from Vixen. Just getting that kill I mean, I don't feel like Ixia should be losing this much to Leslie. You know, Ixia is known for being that sort of lane bully hero, and losing to Leslie feels a bit off, this ultra late game hero.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, to be honest with you, but we do see a skirmish in mid lane.
Oh, there's another diversion coming in, bringing in Leslie and Louis here. They're going to go for the back line. Willie gets taken on immediately, and Yu Zhong's going to be able to do a bit of damage for himself here. Not even necessary. It's going to be the Beleric taking him out as well. And damn, there's 5 people of Holy Seraph here just running it down the mid lane. NWO and in big trouble right now. I don't know how they come back into this game. I mean, they have a decent amount of set potential this time, and there's still the Purifier and Vixen though. As another diversion coming into the top lane. I mean, I'm really impressed by how Holy Seraph used this ability by just moving Leslie across the map, maximizing her farm, bringing her to the right places. There's now looking at the jungle sort of difference. I mean, Guinevere's sort of keeping up with the Jawhead here, going for a bit of a interesting build, going with the created energy into maybe a tank item. I believe that might be a brute force breastplate. I'm gonna see Leslie getting the top tower for free there, as the blue buff's not going to be allowed to be in the hands of that Gwen. We'll go to Vixen, which is pretty big, honestly. I feel like with more cooldown reduction, less mana cost, this Louis can really pop off. Anyway, we're gonna see a bit of a siege into the mid lane here. It's gonna be this. I think they're gonna be able to take this for free. Yeah, no contestation there. But I feel like Holy Ceres needs to go back now. Get that Lord, reset, and then start choking out the map until Lord arrives.
Yeah, I think NWO needs to do something about.
Oh, I mean, they're going to try. Here's going to see the full barrage coming in onto Leslie and this Belleric. We're going to see it's going to be a killing spree for this Leslie here. I'm surprised no one on Holy Ceres are dead yet. We're going to see the deadly snipe coming out from Leslie as well. And Yu Zhong's coming in into the back as well. And it's going to be a triple kill for Leslie. Damn.
Yeah, when I said try something, I didn't mean at that exact point. They you know, for Holy Seraph, they don't really have that much dive. In a base siege type of setting, I don't think Joehead is a good diving hero, especially going damage, because he'll just go in and just die. Belleric doesn't have that flicker, so he'd have to run in, and we have heroes like Valir there to push him back. So definitely NWO, if they can manage to survive a little bit longer and get some items in, they should win the base siege type of thing. But
yeah, I agree with the Ixia. Yeah, I definitely feel like they can hold it here. Talking about the Ixia, gonna see that full barrage. It's gonna take out Vixen nice and clean there, but it's gonna be monster kill for Leslie, taking out Hector. I mean, Hector's just got such a difficult job ahead of him. Is trying to live through these basic attacks of this Leslie, and he's not living them so far. I'll tell you that. Gonna see the Black Dragon coming out. Angel King's gonna get punished though, so that's already a pretty good kill to get. That's gonna be 3 kills on the name into the name of NWO. But all the towers are kind of falling right now. We're gonna see Ola trying to get the kill into this Leslie, but Mimic's gonna defend her very nicely there. Valia wants to give up the chase here a little bit, but I think they managed to get out.
I still think with the inhibitor turrets down, NWO, if they can manage to secure even another item from now, should be able to effectively.
Ooh. Oh, there it is. We're going to see that snipe coming in from Silvis there, and Mr. Sly goes in. Maybe he gets the Leslie here. I think that might be a Rose Gold Meteor sort of action, but they still get the kill on his Fallen Sensei. So that's a really big kill to get in this time of the game. As you were talking about, this late game sort of base defenses where NWO's draft seems to shine a lot. As these full barrages have been doing such a good job of catching these off-guard members of Holy Seraphs and getting them down. We're going to see a Hector versus Miss McDaddy here.
They need to really, really be careful. That Joyad is just waiting for them.
Yeah, I mean, Hector might just bait in his teammates here. I mean, I feel like Angel King can just go on onto this Ixia whenever he wants. We're going to see some action coming in from Yu Zhong here. Joehead going and choosing Minotaur instead. He's going to try and take him down quickly. But this full barrage is wasted here. They're not going to have that for the high ground defense. Mimic coming in with a Black Dragon form with that collector skin. Really showing it off here. Mr. Slide getting on as well. It's going to be a double kill for Vixen. Oh my god, he just got blown up on Hector, and it's gonna be a killing spree for McDaddy. I feel like they can end the game right now if they just hit the base. The ultimate snipe coming out from Leslie as well in the back lines. But now the base is wide open. Leslie can maybe just focus it down, pumping in that damage onto this Valia. Carlos just gets blown up, and now they're gonna start hitting the base here. Guinevere wants to go in with the Violet Requiem, but she's also gonna get blown up, and this is gonna be a GG 2-0 sweep to Holy Ceres against NWO in these group stages.
Yeah, that was a game-ending mistake from the side of the NWO. They should have just been a bit more patient. Using that full barrage like that didn't really do well for them, especially, as well as the Minotaur flickering in with like a speck of HP.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that will be our game for tonight. I don't believe there's any more games happening tonight, so I think we'll hand it over to Ari, and then maybe you want to add a few things as well, Doof. But I'm gonna go. So thanks guys for having me once again. Yeah.
All right, over to you, Ari.
Yes, that was Seppi, our caster for today. Congratulations, or rather, thank you to him for casting such a wonderful display. But yeah, to echo your guys' sentiment, I do think New World Order had an opportunity going towards the end of the game. They kind of whiffed it a bit by using that full barrage a bit too early. But shout outs to Fallen as well. As you've mentioned, Leslie doesn't necessarily fare well against Ixia, and she wasn't buffed if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there was a buff on her. Um, I think it's primarily due to how Fallen was playing this hero. Again, she is an assassin marksman, so she does have that give and go type of playstyle, and I think Fallen was using that to his credit, and it paid off wonderfully as he was able to win those 1v1s against the Ixia. But also shout out to I'm not gonna call him Daddy. It's just MC me. Shout outs to MC on that Belleric. As Seppi mentioned not so long ago, he's not necessarily used as like a set tank, but was used as more of like, let's just zone you guys out so we can do what we do, and that worked wonderfully well. I'm surprised they didn't ban out the Belleric. It's something I forgot to mention during the banning phase. I'm surprised they didn't ban out that hero, but it was a very massively used hero. And Angel King here also on his main hero, which I didn't know, 63% team participation. I don't think it showed out as much as I was expecting. I was expecting a maniac, a savage, I was expecting madness. But congratulations to the team of the Seraphs as they've done a 2-0 against yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. It's I don't want to call it a stomp, but it was a semi kind of stomp. But credit towards them. They did try to come back at the end. NWA, they did try to come back. They did try to do something, but unfortunately, their timing, their execution, everything wasn't paying off, and that was unfortunate. But yeah, we've reached the end of match day 7, the Holy Serfs versus New World Order, and I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope rather you are subscribing. I hope you left a comment, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as much as I did. What are your comments, Steve?
Alright, so since someone asked what NWO should do to improve, well, firstly, you should, if you are in NWO, you can come to me and enroll in the boot camp. I will provide notes on how to improve. You can organize scrums with other teams registered in the boot camp. If I'm available or any other designated coaches, then we can come watch the games and provide post-game advice on how to improve. But based on these games, I would definitely think itemization is quite important. If you look at Guinevere, the build on that Gwyn as jungler wasn't really efficient. You need the Molten Essence just to help with your clear, right? And I didn't really check, but if I'm not mistaken, Season Hunter wasn't picked up. I could be wrong because Season Hunter wasn't picked up by this player by Mr. Slide in the first game, so I'm just assuming that it wasn't picked up in the second game. Definitely need it on a hero that you go in tank build with. That's one thing, and yeah, just your itemization. Watch out for rotations. The best thing you can do if you don't know much about rotations is just try and mimic the enemy rotations, and you should be fine. So, other than that, just don't panic and try and time your skills well with the rest of your team. Like the Minotaur, the Gwyn, the Ixia combos would slap hard. If you had Arlot with Flicker, that would have been great as well. Yeah, when you're picking these heroes, try and combo them well so that you have the best possible chance. But other than that, I'd have to look at a few more games to see more about how to improve. But yeah, if you guys are watching, definitely approach me for the boot camp. Anyways, that's all from me and Airy tonight. Airy, you
Yeah.
have something to say?
Well, I just wanted to
Oh,
butt in real
Seppi.
quick. I'm
Yeah.
still here. Sorry. I just want to tell you, dude, with the 3-minute delay, you need to give it 3 minutes, like, before the stream ends to, like, catch up. Before you pick.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool.
All right. Airy, anything to add? Are you good?
I was gonna touch on the point that you were adding there at the end. It wasn't atomization, it was rotation, if I'm not mistaken. Um, you know, there is a lot of guides that we have in Mobile Legends outside of just the boot camp in terms of what the tank can do, in terms of the rotation that the jungler could do as well, but also to the marksmen as well. I've seen a lot of marksmen getting ganked a lot in these tournaments. It's very important that you learn the rotations of the opposite jungler. Or if you don't want to go through the hassle, just understand between the first minute and the second minute, that's usually when the opposition jungler finishes and gets level 4, if I'm not mistaken. So during that time frame, try to play a bit safe, as if you're leaning in towards your second base inhibitor, just in case you might get ganked, especially if you see no one on the minimap. I think a lot of, or one thing that I've seen a lot of players ignore is the minimap. Just really learn how to read off the information from the minimap, man. It's extremely important, especially if you're playing marksman, especially if you're playing EXP. You don't know when you're gonna get ganked, and you don't want to see 4 people on your lane and dying as well. Especially tasking on your torrent. That's it kind of adds on to, I don't want to say the anger, but it kind of tilts you off a bit, so you won't necessarily be playing well. So just keep out for that. Within the first minute to somewhere around like 1 minute 50, just beware of ganks. Beware of ganks, and also learn. Yeah, the one thing I wanted to touch is learn your win conditions. I think a lot of people don't understand is that each and every hero in the game has their own win conditions. So like if you do this and if you operate within their parameters, you can actually win and you can actually do good. It doesn't matter which hero you choose. I've seen people pop off with Leslie in Mythic. Sorry, not Leslie. I've seen people pop off with Mia, and I've seen people pop off with like Layla, not Tank, but I've seen them do well. So you just learn your win conditions, man. But yeah, that's it from me. And